Welcome back to Seahawks Coast to Coast. How are you doing? I am Joe Stevens. This is Zach from ZachTalksHawks. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here. We are finally at the point now where we can talk actually about people on the football field. So it's a good time.
Kinda. It's still. We're gonna watch the game next Thursday. We're gonna be like the first couple drives. We're gonna be like, "Oh, this is cool," and then it's just gonna be like, "When can real football start?" I
Yes.
do the same thing every year. I think, "Oh man, I can't wait. Just give us the preseason." And then once the preseason happens, I'm like, "This sucks. Bring us the regular season."
Yeah. Well, at least it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. Hmm, it's kind of like watching an XFL game that you oddly care about because you know a lot of the players that are playing on the team.
I love that analogy. That's great.
I mean, yeah, dude, I was an XFL season ticket holder. Don't know if you knew this or not. Seattle Dragons. I went to one game, didn't make it to any other, but I did have season tickets, and it did last 1 year, and then they never came back. I was going to renew them too. The guy called me. He's like, "Are you going to renew your season tickets for the Sea Dragons?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." Never did it. But that's basically what we're going to be watching the next month is a XFL level of football.
Well, I'm excited to talk about what's here in front of us today. We got some big
Mhm.
news. Big
Yeah, big
news
news.
today dropping.
First on the docket is the John Schneider extension, which I wasn't really. It was kind of like out of the blue to me. I didn't realize that his contract ended in 26. I figured they were gonna. Here's how I think the general manager position works in the NFL. You either get extended or you get fired. Um, I mean, either you have a contract or you get fired. I wasn't really worried about extending John Snyder. I don't know about you, but I guess where's your take on it? It doesn't matter too much to me because I didn't really see him going anywhere else.
Yeah, it doesn't really move the needle for me really at all. The contract
Mm-mm.
will take him through the 2030 season. So,
2031. It was originally reported 2030, and then the Seahawks reported it was 2031.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah, because ESPN posted they said it would be through 2030, and then when the Seahawks released it, because I got the ESPN one, and then like 2 hours later, the Seahawks officially reported it, and they said 2031. So not that it really matters, like we said in general, but yeah.
So, I mean, either way, he will have 20 plus
Hmm.
drafts with us. So, you take a look at his resume since 2010. He's got 12 winning seasons, 10 trips to the playoffs, 5 NFC West champions, 2 NFC champions, 1 Super Bowl,
Hmm.
obviously. 11 players drafted that earned Pro Bowl honors as Seahawks,
Yeah,
and an overall record of,
only one of those offensive linemen.
yeah, and an overall record of 157, 106, and 1.
Yeah, it's awesome. So,
Yeah, could be a
um,
lot worse.
oh, it could be a lot worse. I just wanted to. This is kind of unplanned, just kind of by the seat of my pants, but I guess now that John Schneider's extended, I kind of wanted to just off the top of your memory some of the best and worst moves that he's made, and we kind of go back and forth here. I guess I'll start because I came up with this. Uh, I'll start with worst move is any trade involving a first round pick. Um, so Percy Harvin, um, obviously Jimmy Graham was one. Sheldon Richardson was a second round pick, but we'll go back to that year's draft where we traded down. We could have selected TJ Watt. Instead, we got Malik McDowell. Any trade involving a first round pick us trading away a first round pick, I'll say, has not really gone our way because the Russell Wilson trade is a positive, and that did include a first round pick.
True. I was initially going to say the Jimmy Graham trade, but obviously,
we are so negative. By the way, both of us are like,
yeah.
Let's talk about the bad, even though we
I
just
mean,
talk about how good he's been.
The good, right, is the obvious, where you have that small stretch run where lightning catches in a bottle, and you draft insanely well cornerstone players of the franchise all the way up and down, which I think to
3
this
seasons.
day,
yeah.
I mean, and it goes to prove, because like every year you hear about draft grades and things like that where people are just like poo-pooing.
Schrager in 2012 gave us a D-.
Yeah.
I remember that. Like, I have that burned into my head because that was the Russell Wilson, Bobby Wagner draft. And he gave us a D-. He later corrected that to an A. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, I mean, it's not all, we can be pessimistic, but it's not all bad. I mean, he obviously is responsible for building a
Super Bowl roster.
And ultimately, a step further than that, a dynasty capable franchise. And
should have been.
You know, one play goes another way. Who knows? And
I think we all know what play you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's not on John. So it's to sit back and go, well, you know, we can dwell on all the bad stuff. Like, I don't think people really, outside of like us fans, quite understand like this franchise and its trajectory through the years, then getting to a place where you are as close as one could possibly get to a dynasty. Like, that is hard to do. And he has done that. So,
well, this is kind of how I look at it, because what's up, Sijan? Long time no see. Thanks for tuning in. This is kind of how I look at it. Okay, so the 70s, obviously I wasn't around yet. The 70s, you're an expansion team. The 80s, once Chuck Knox get there, you get a little taste of success. You're just kind of happy to be in the playoffs. The 90s, we're getting dog walked by everybody. And then Mike Holmgren comes around. You expect to make the playoffs every year. And then when Pete and John came, obviously at first we still had the Mike Holmgren expectations of, we want this team to make the playoffs every year, get to the wild card game. That the way that they built the roster, and credit to Pete too for coaching, we expected to be in the Super Bowl every year. I mean, since 2012. So 2012 we lost to the Falcons in the divisional round. And then you knew that team was something special. And ever since 2012 through, I think 2017 was the year that the whole Legion of Boom got hurt, everybody was thinking, okay, it's a Super Bowl or it's a failed season. And that says something to how this roster was, so much talent.
Yeah, I agree. I do. I like the extension. You know, it provides stability and blah blah blah, but it's not like on one hand we talk about like, oh, how great of a job he's done, but I think as a fan it's not really something that like you get excited about, right?
No, not at all.
You're like, oh, like that's unexpected and cool, I guess.
Now, if we hired John Schneider away from, say, But, you know, any other team, say we hire him away from the Packers like he was, and he had his track record from the Seahawks and he's coming in here, I think we're a lot more excited. But honestly, he's a guy that's never won GM of the year. And you look at those 2010, 11, 12 drafts. I mean, these are in 3 drafts. You take Russell Okung, Pro Bowler, Earl Thomas, Pro Bowl, All Pro, Cam Chancellor in 10 as well, All Pro. 11, you have Sherman, All Pro. James Carpenter, very underrated too. He was a first round pick in 2011. Who are some other guys? KJ Wright, 2011 Pro Bowler. And then 12 is obviously Russell Wilson, Bobby Wagner, but it's not just those guys. I don't know if you remember the first year that him and Pete were here. We had the most transactions in the NFL by far. We gutted this whole team. I mean, when you think of the Jim Mora's last year, you know, you think Patrick Kearney, I think Julian Peterson was still here. Kelly Jennings lasted a year under Pete. TJ Hushmanzada, he signed a big free agent contract. These 2 guys weren't afraid to just go, okay, pack your bags and leave. As soon as he started giving an attitude, you know, other guys, Lofa Tatupu, you thought, oh, Pete's never going to be able to let him go because he went to USC. Nope, he was gone after a year. Taylor Mays, remember everybody was thinking, oh, the Seahawks aren't going to draft Earl Thomas. They're going to draft Taylor Mays because Pete knows him. Lawrence Jackson, same thing, USC guy. Pete and John cut him right away. I mean, it was pretty cutthroat when they came here, but they were looking for their kind of guys and they found them. So, and that I give as much credit to John Schneider as I do Pete Carroll and vice versa. So,
yeah, I agree. So I think that's enough about John Schneider.
Sorry, kind of went on a tangent there. But yeah, we're on training camp. Anything you want to talk about? I guess we can do what we did during the season. Get injuries out of the way because injuries suck. It sucks talking about, but one big one already happened in Kenny McIntosh. So I believe he tore his ACL, right? That's yeah, he's out. He's out for good. So there's a silver lining to everything. I think this gives Damian Martinez a chance to shine, the backup running back out of Miami.
Yeah, I agree. I am still a big Kenny McIntosh believer.
Oh, me too. When he got the ball last year, especially the home stretch of the season, it seemed like every time he gave the ball to him, he was getting like 5 yards.
Oh, why I've yawned so much, but
well, it's 10 o'clock where you're at, so don't feel bad.
So yeah, that was a heartbreaker to see. I enjoyed him even in the beginning of last year and wanted to see more of him, and then ultimately got that wish towards the end of the year. Had tapered expectations for him, kind of assuming Walker sneezes wrong and pulls his groin, and
but don't put that on us.
It's gonna happen. It happens every year. So I was really excited for the potential of what Kenny McIntosh could be, and unfortunately he tears his ACL and he's gone. So that's pretty much it. But you're right, it does give credence to having a new fresh set of legs back there, probably going to get substantial playing time considering where he is as RB3 now. And I'm excited to see him rock here in preseason.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to have one running back. I don't know the whole 100-man roster. I think it's 85 before the first cut, which I think there might be one cut down day now, unlike since they switched to 3 preseason games. There's going to be a guy, and mark my words, because we're not going to talk till after preseason game 1. There's going to be a guy that he's going to be a Justin Forsett. He's going to be a Thomas Rawls, Troy Maine Pope. There's going to be a running back playing in the fourth quarter next Thursday that we're all going to be like, did you just see this guy? This guy's the next running back of the franchise. And that's how running back goes in the preseason. Don't be surprised if Damian Martinez is that guy to where everybody's going, he's going to be the next Marshawn Lynch. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he's going to become the next Marshawn Lynch, but I definitely think there's going to be a running back this year, just like there is every year, that we're going to fall in love with in the preseason.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think preseason games are definitely worth tuning into just to get excited about the bottom end of the roster. And that's definitely who's Damian Martinez? McNiner asks. Well, he's going to be the next Marshawn Lynch for about a quarter in a random preseason game.
Dude, he's going to be I don't know if you remember this because this is super random. Marquise Weeks. He was the running back in 2008. It was the year before Forsett went off in the preseason. Oh, this guy's going to be the next big thing. Yeah. Or Troy Maine Pope is my number one. Oh my God, Troy Maine Pope is the man. No, he wasn't. But yeah, sorry to go ahead if you had anything else to say about running backs. Sorry.
Not about running backs, no.
I guess other injuries we got to get to before we move on is Chen Nwosu. I'm not really sure what's going on with him, which sucks because same thing with last year. He's kind of Kenneth Walker of defense, but worse. Sorry.
A lot
this
worse.
This guy's the Rashad Penny of
Yes.
defense because they are serious injuries. I'm not going to say he's a CJ Pro size of defense. CJ Pro size, if you looked at him wrong, his wrist would start hurting. And for some reason, he can't run the ball with the hurt wrist. But boy, is this guy hurt all the time. And it sucks to see.
Expected. I mean, I thought we would find a trade partner for him this offseason. And
you thought we were trading him?
Yes. And
I didn't.
I thought we were going to cut him loose and be able to move on. I don't know. I really don't have patience for folks that are just continuously injured. And I guess that's kind of where I'm at with Kenneth Walker as well. So, yeah, is he like D Ford? Really good, but constantly injured.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he's out there, you feel good because he is a really good player, but he is hurt, and your best asset is availability if you're him this year. And for him to already be in that injury report cycle is just so disheartening.
Yeah, best ability is available. Best ability is availability, unless you're Jermaine Ifedi or Stone Forsyth. I think that was your main problem.
You were too available all the time. And nobody asked for it.
Did you see the DM I sent you last week?
I did.
So that off topic, but John Boy Media, I was like, they have the JM football channel, and I was like, I want to watch. I was like, I sorted from oldest to newest because I was like, I kind of want to see these guys 5 years ago. They're all kind of young guys, and I think that Dalton on that channel, I'm like, I think his voice changed. It used to be so much more high pitched, and one of their first videos was just Stone Forsyth highlights in Florida. I was like, what is this? I thought that was hilarious. I definitely thought of you. So anything else injury wise? We have Hankins, which I thought was weird. I thought it was weird that he was hurt. I don't know anything about that. Do you?
I don't either.
And then the other one is Riley Mills, the rookie defensive tackle out of Notre Dame, and we knew he was hurt coming into
Yep.
this year. So I'm kind of excited for him.
Me
I
too.
don't know what it is. Like, I feel like we definitely got like a second round value in the fourth round
Yeah.
if he pans out. I mean, second round value could mean anything, right? So I definitely think. And let's get to players shining. Elijah Arroyo, same thing. If really first round value in the second round, late second round. So
Yeah. And yesterday, Gray Zabel had a really good day. And of
yeah,
course,
he's the other.
every
rookies.
every Seahawk
Yeah.
fan on the face of the planet right now is rooting for that kid. And to see him have a really good day yesterday, really, really encouraging. And I remember us on draft night just being all up in our feels about this guy. And
We did think, but one of us thought we were taking Shador Sanders. But
yeah, and to have a first round offensive lineman, at least in day 6 of camp, be like, yeah, he's not just getting run over out here, is such an encouragement. So good to see Zabel kind of holding his own right now.
yeah, and another thing about Gray Zabel is I'm kind of assuming that Mike McDonald told the defensive line, go hard against this guy, right? Because all he's been at is, other than the Senior Bowl, he's been against Division II opponent or FCS opponents, right? So you want to see how he does against real NFL bodies. And I think it says a lot that he's coming in looking good. You know, it's not like we drafted a guy from Michigan or Ohio State or Alabama, right? He hasn't seen big guys like these. And I'm assuming basically Mike McDonald is saying, hey, give it your all against Zabel, especially the first day of pads, which was yesterday. And to hear reports that he's looking awesome is just very encouraging.
Yep, I agree. Can JSN be wide receiver 1 without DK and Lockett?
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out, because that's what we got. And I think so. I think his skill set is very diverse. You're going to get super creative with where he's going to wind up. It's really well known at this point, like, we're going to run the ball. And that's the direction that the offense is going. So this team is going to look a lot different fundamentally on offense than what it has in years past. So, which is weird, right? Because we went from like, hey, we're the Seahawks, we play good defense and run the ball until you can't breathe, to let's just open it up and see what we got. And now it's kind of back to, hey,
let's play good defense. Yep.
We got a really sporty defense, and we're going to try to run the ball. And I like that change. So definitely pressure's off on JSN, but he's still going to have to step up in a bigger way now, being true wide receiver 1.
I think pressure's on for sure. Like, pressure's off in the scheme, the schematics of the offense. Pressure's off. I think the pressure's really on for him to be that number 1 guy, especially because, first round draft pick. I'm not afraid of it. I actually kind of have faith in him. I think he's going to play a lot more outside this year. I think you're going to be seeing Cooper Kupp inside in the slot a lot more. And you're going to see JSN playing outside. And I think he showed us last year. I know he played a lot from the slot last year, but he's got good hands. He can run good routes, and he's a receiver from Ohio State, which is pretty good. All their receivers. I mean, between McLaurin, Marvin Harrison Jr., what's the guy, number 12 in New Orleans? What's his name? Olave.
Olave.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. And I think they asked CJ Stroud who was the best receiver he had to throw, and it was JSN.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's something. Players players shining. We talked about Gray Zabel. We kind of got off JSN, but Nick Emmanwori, I guess, had a big interception today. We're all excited he signed a contract. I don't know if he signed last time that we talked. It was kind of a weird thing with second round picks. But I guess he's been doing pretty good at safety, and I want people to stop comparing him to Cam Chancellor because I've watched him a little bit. He's not just a thumper. I think we talked about this last time. It seems like he's going to be like what we wanted Jamal Adams to be.
Yeah,
he's not Cam Chancellor. So,
yeah, I mean, we did all those mock drafts together, and I was like, we got to take this guy. So, I mean,
oh my,
it
yeah,
feels good to be right.
And then we go, oh, he's not going to be available. Which, to be fair, he wasn't where we were picking in the second round, but we did trade up. Yeah, I think we'd have to go back and rewind the tape. I think we definitely did draft an offensive lineman in Nick Emmanwori.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was Tyler Warren. Remember, I'm like, oh, we got to take Tyler Warren here.
Yeah. Tyler Warren fan number one over there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, going back to scheme and things like that, speaking of, the Tyler Warrens of the world, especially now with the releasing of Noah Fant.
Which was weird. I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, that was another one where I was like, man, I'm really shocked we didn't trade him. Man, I'm so excited for this tight end room. They are young and hungry, and they got a scheme now that is going to prioritize athleticism in terms of blocking and then getting out, peeling out, and making sure your routes are run well and you're available to catch. Like, this tight end room is going to be a lot of fun to watch. And, man, you can talk about JSN and Cooper Kupp and do all that, but don't sleep on the tight end room this year. It's just going to be really, really neat to see those guys grow.
Yeah, I'm excited for AJ Barner season 2. He showed a lot last year. I was not expecting anything from him last year. I don't know if you were.
Yeah. Man, don't you remember me hollering to the world that this guy should be on the field more? Oh my gosh.
No, I suck.
I'm glad this exists on the internet so I can go back and pluck clips. But yes. I watched him up close. This guy knows how to play ball, and he just needed a good scheme. So I think now he's got it, and just have to see if Darnold's the guy to give him the ball.
That's a big question mark that we've kind of danced around. We've definitely danced around Sam Darnold this whole time. Enough to where this roster is actually kind of so exciting, you kind of forget we have a new quarterback. Not that you forget that Geno Smith's not the quarterback anymore, but you just don't really think about the quarterback. And it's not a guarantee that he's going to be great this year or even, good like he was last year. I guess, like I said earlier, kind of shooting from the hip, what's your confidence level with Sam Darnold going into the season out of 10?
Well, through camp, it's been a back and forth, right? He's been pretty streaky. And then
5 days. It's only been 5 days.
Yeah, and so you take it all with a grain of salt, and he's still learning, trying to figure stuff out. Man, we've talked about what will make Sam Darnold good, and that will be the offensive line, and they have to take more than one step forward this year as a unit in order to get Sam to a place where he's going to be efficient. Because if he's got pressure in his face all the time and he's running around for his life, he's not going to do well. So I don't feel like his ability to play the game is like he's got a noodle arm or he's not accurate. Like
No, he has a
is.
great arm. He has all the attributes. It's just, can he put it? I think it's more, between the ears. I think it's a mental thing with him more than anything.
Yeah, you see, I think he's like, we're past that. I do think it's a matter of he just doesn't play well under pressure. Like he's an old school, like under physical pressure, like defensive rush.
And I thought you were like, I thought you were saying we got Kirk Cousins, but
no, like it's so weird in today's NFL to think like, hey, he's a true pocket passer, and if he doesn't have a pocket, he will fail. But that's how quarterbacks were for the longest time in this league. It's just he's one of the last of a dying breed, and
I'd say up until 2010.
Yeah,
roughly. Yeah.
So it's in my mind. I'm like, well, he's a good player. It's just the conditions for him to be good are so different than most quarterbacks anybody winds up getting in the league. That's why the question down there exists, right? Where it's like, oh, Milroe or Darnold. Well, Milroe can exist in a place where there's pressure. He can run, create time, like most quarterbacks can. Darnold's not that quarterback, and he's never been that quarterback. It's just he's the last of a dying breed of quarterbacks, and you have to tailor him well. And I think the offensive scheme that he's in will do that for him. So in terms of like comfort level, probably like a 6. Like it's not on him, it's on the line.
I'm at a 6 as well. I'll say 6.5. I say I'm a little more confident than you. Whatever happens, I don't want to see Jalen Milroe play this year unless it's in December. If our season falls apart, say we suck, we're out of the playoffs, it's December, put Jalen Milroe in. If it's not, say Darnold goes down, I want to see Drew Lock in the game.
Same.
I don't know. I don't want to ruin Jalen Milroe because I don't think he's ready for the NFL.
I agree. I totally agree. I think, look, I mean, I've been very honest on this show and on my channel as well.
No, you haven't. You've been lying.
I've been lying the whole time.
Every time we talk, I'm like, man, this guy can just not tell the truth.
I've been pretty blatantly honest about this Seahawk quarterback room and how they had a plan for the future, and that was Drew Lock, and he was broken and damaged and needed to sit for a long time, and then they bailed from that plan, and it's like, okay, now he's coming back, taking a step back from arguably where he was when he was on this team, because he's put in some game tape and it's been bad because he's played for a terrible franchise in New York. And
actually, the last game of the season, really good. And the Giants fans were pissed because that stopped them from getting the number 1 overall pick.
Yes, but not consistently, which when Drew was on the team, we had confidence that, hey, he could be in here for a few games and be streaky, but still not where he needed to be. Mm-hmm. And they bailed from that plan. Ride Geno Smith out until he doesn't do this anymore, and then you have an heir apparent in Drew Lock. Well,
Drew Lock was Geno Smith.
Then that's fine. That's fine. Because Sam Darnold is Geno Smith, only packaged a little different. And now it's like, well, okay, now you have Milroe. It's like, okay, well, don't be dumb with this one because there's a clear plan here. Like, you have Darnold on a deal where if you want to pull the ripcord, you can, but there should be no excuse that says, oh, we have to put Milroe in the game. Like, no, you you have the security blanket in Darnold, you have the backup plan in Locke, and Milroe is not ready. You took him where you took him to develop him for a full year and see what happens with Sam. And if Sam is good, then you ride Sam out. You keep Milroe there and you move along. But I don't think this team is really in a position to fail at this plan twice. And I think if you put Milroe in early, man, it's going to be
I'd say 3
just
times.
a disaster.
I'd say 3 times. I think that they were thinking the same thing with Sam Howell that they were thinking of Drew Lock. And then we saw Howell last year, and it was like, good God, get this guy off the field.
Again, shouldn't have been there, right? Circumstances made him there, and he became more damaged than what we got getting him. And I have no problem taking project quarterbacks, but you have to manage them well. And I think what they did this season with saying, all right, here's our project, and then in between him and the starter, we have Locke. I love that. I love that. So he should stay on the shelf and not do anything. And if you want him in like surprise packages and stuff like that, McDonald was around when they did that with Lamar when he came into the league.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, whatever. But he shouldn't get substantial playing time at all, all year.
I think the floor of Milroe actually is probably like a Seneca Wallace. I think that's the floor.
Yeah.
Floor.
Yeah.
I think he's a guy that can be a backup for a long time. Come in when we need him, kind of have packages for him. Remember when we put Seneca at receiver in the NFC Championship game? I think that's the floor. I think the ceiling is I don't think he's Lamar Jackson quick, but I definitely think that he could be a quality starting quarterback, but it's not going to be this year. I hope it's not this year. I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes. I know everybody hates him. He's the best quarterback in the NFL, and I don't care. I don't care what you say. If you give me a quarterback, 2 minutes left, no timeouts, get me down the field and get a touchdown, I'm choosing Patrick Mahomes. And he didn't play year one, and they handled him perfectly. So.
Yeah.
But want to say hi to Iona. So pumped for the season. Yeah, still far away, like we said when we started. 1 month from today is going to be the Huskies season opener. So, and that's a week before the Seahawks. So 1 month and 8 days will be the Seahawks opener. We talked a little bit about the receiver room. Is there anything else you want to go on the receivers before we get to the cornerbacks?
Yeah. I think we can talk about corners.
Oh, mention the tight end room too because of Bobo. Bobo's a receiver. He's gonna possibly make the roster.
Hopefully, make the team.
My wife is like. So, anyways, she has a throwback Bobo jersey, and she had a white Metcalf jersey, and she goes, "Well, now that DK's gone, I need to get a white Bobo jersey." And I go, "Can we just hold on that at least until week 1? I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna waste money. And plus, I got her good because I don't know what it is about my wife. She likes the white players. I think she goes. I go. Trust me, this new guy Cooper Kupp. That's the jersey you're gonna want this season. She goes, me and my buddy Kyle, our girlfriends watched a preseason game last year, and we came home and my girlfriend, who's Ty Okada? He's cute. I'm like, he's not gonna make the team. Don't worry about it. So,
corners,
good corners. If I'm being honest, obviously Tariq Woolen needs to shore up his tackling a little bit. I think we have an awesome cornerback in Devin Witherspoon. Shaq Griffin's back. I don't expect him to play much. Do you? I don't even expect him to make the team, if I'm being honest.
I don't know if he was there today, but up until yesterday.
He had a veteran day off, and so did Kenneth Walker.
Okay, well then he still hasn't made the field at all. He had a personal matter to get through. So
Yeah, that's what it was. Sorry.
yeah,
What's that personal?
old. I'm
Yeah,
old.
exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously, Trey Brown's gone. Michael Jackson's gone. That was in the. Oh, go ahead. What about Trey Brown? Do you love or hate? You just put your
I
head
mean,
down.
they were just names that you pour one out for both of them.
Yeah, my 49ers friends, one of them's in here. I don't know which one texted me. They're like, "So Trey Brown, what do you think?" I was like, 2 years ago, I'd been like, "Wow, good for you guys." Now I'm like, whatever.
Hope he starts for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need a drum guy going.
Oh my goodness. I feel like the cornerback room is one of the more solid ones that we have that we don't really.
Where do you think Kobe's going to play this year? Kobe Bryant.
He's been bouncing everywhere, and now with what we have going on in terms of maybe the next coming or maybe the first coming of Jamal Adams.
First,
I think
let's not even. I know I keep saying that. Let's just pretend that he didn't actually exist. Let's use a different name.
I really haven't followed Bryant around camp too much. I'm curious to know like where they're playing him because he's really bounced around and he's a really solid player. Like his awareness at any position they wind up slapping him in is really good. So
he's just not quick enough to play nickel.
Yeah,
but that's where you have Witherspoon at. Witherspoon plays, outside base defense, inside nickel. So,
yeah.
You all right?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's been a day.
I bet. Go ahead. Sorry.
Throwback jerseys. Iona.
I don't think it's coming. I know we made a big deal last time that it was coming. I don't think it's coming. The rivalry uniforms are coming. Super nervous about that. I know we've gone through them a couple times on this show. Dude, they're going to be dark green. I hope we all know that.
Black, green trim.
Let's be honest. We're going to root for the team no matter what. If they win in them, it'll be like the Ash and Greens. When the Seahawks were undefeated in the Action Greens, everybody's like, we can't stop wearing these. Lose a couple game in the Action Greens, and they look terrible. If you lose in those uniforms, you look so stupid. Because you're like, oh, we actually wore these and lost. If you win, it's like, yo, you just got beat by the team with the ugliest jerseys in the NFL.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a black or like an off black with green and blue, maybe a silver highlight to it.
Really, I'm thinking
just
it's green
don't come out
with white numbers, like dark green.
Don't look like the Oregon Ducks. Like whatever you do, don't go throwing something together that looks like Oregon, and then we can all move on. But yeah, I think I'm still holding out hope for the white throwbacks, which is crazy that we flipped on this, but here we are.
I mean, I don't know. Ever since they announced that, the rivalry uniform stuff, the white throwbacks have been pretty quiet on Seahawks social media.
Well, that and like they're gonna wear these rivalry uniforms 4 times. Like,
I think it's 3.
It's 4.
So you wear them against the Rams twice or the Cardinals twice or the 49ers twice? No, you don't wear them against the 49ers twice because that's the first week.
I could have sworn I've seen 4. Let me scroll up here. I know I
That's an insane amount of time. I mean,
Yes.
just 2 is.
Yes.
I kind of hope they go white. The only thing I've seen that I really like, I like the white helmets. Like, well, to my left, can you see my finger?
Yes.
That right there. I really like that. The white helmet with the Seahawks logo on it. It's very blurry.
I know the last time I talked, I know for a fact I brought up that uniform schedule with my buddy, but Ichiro has since went to the Hall of Fame, so I have to dig through a whole bunch of stuff to get back up through there. So.
The Hall of Very Good Ichiro was. Go ahead.
Get out of here.
Dude, I have to go. I have to go on a Mariners podcast directly after this. He's a Mariners fan.
Save your slander over there.
He's a big Ichiro guy too. He texted me before this and was like, "Hey, can you watch the game with me, or I guess stream the game with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, but I'm not going on until after I finish." Seahawks Coast to Coast, the best show on YouTube, is what I said. Actually,
is what I said.
Why did they do away with the gray uniforms? They had to do away with the gray uniforms because they brought throwbacks back. You're only allowed to have 4 main uniforms, or 4 main jerseys, and now it's actually 5 with the rivalry uniforms, which I'm kind of interested to see. So is this a 1-year thing, or does every team? So it's a 4-year program, right? They add 2 divisions each year. Do we keep wearing them next year, like in the 26 season, or are they just done after the 25 season?
So you're right. It's only 3 times.
I think. It's a lot. 3's a lot.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of 30 baseball games. So.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
By the way, the Mariner City Connect jerseys are very ugly. What? You like those?
I love those.
Dude, I've been to every fireworks night this year. Not on purpose, by the way. Not a big fireworks guy. Just saying that right now. I've stayed for 1 fireworks night. There's been 4. I've been to 4 fireworks nights. Actually, only stayed for the fireworks once. Hopefully you will do more live stream. Thank you so much, Iona. We appreciate that. You made us both blush. Look at us. But fireworks night, it only happens on Friday nights, and that's when we wear City Connects. City Connects are great jerseys. Okay. Pants. Why are you wearing black pants? They're so ugly.
The black pants make it. The black pants make it.
Do you play MLB The Show? No, you haven't been on Xbox in like 80 days. What's your problem? I look at my friends on Xbox. You're on there. It's like, oh, have not been active. You suck.
I do appear offline, so
get college football, dude. Really?
Mm.
I've won 3 national championships with Washington. DeMond's in his senior year.
I mean, I got NASCAR 25 coming out soon, but I'll
play you on that too, dude. I'll run the track backwards. Get kicked. You hate me, don't you? You hate people that do that.
Man, you went Ichiro, you went Mariner City Connect uniforms, you went driving backwards on NASCAR games.
It is pretty fun. Me and my friend played NASCAR Heat. What's the last one? NASCAR Heat 5?
5.
Yeah, we did pink cars. I was 68, he was 69. Mountain Dew logos all over. Just driving backwards, and then we got kicked offline. And actually, they drive through you, by the way. You don't actually get to crash them if you drive backwards. They just drive through you. So they definitely thought out a plan for assholes like us. Let's get to news around the league really quick. I don't know if you saw, but your boy, Christian Wilkins, is now a free agent. Seahawks could get him. What do you think?
My boy.
Your boy, Christian Wilkins.
Why you put that on me?
Every time I see you, you're trying to kiss my forehead, dude.
I think between the two of us, I have the most kissable forehead. So it's like a baby's butt.
Nah, mine's
You got
getting
hair
there.
You got hair there. Yeah.
Barely. Are you kidding? Look at the sides. I'm balding. I'm an old man. So, anyways, Christian Wilkins got released for kissing a guy on the forehead. I don't know.
Pete ain't about that life. So
No, which is insane because we've had like gang members on our team. Look at Brandon Browder. He never got a cut except
like,
for doing.
Pete earning the rep as like the ultimate players coach, and like you can be who you want to be around Pete, and like here comes a smooch on the forehead, and now you're done. Like, oh, that's the line. Like, didn't think that would be it, but here we are. And
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I get it. Yeah, Christian Wilkins definitely crossed the line with kissing. Okay, I just opened Instagram, and the first thing I see is Elijah Arroyo getting his Madden rating. But it's Jameis Winston giving it to him. Shouldn't Jameis Winston like be at Giants training camp?
Hey, Jameis only exists to spread like good vibes to the world.
Look at him. Just
yeah.
Shouldn't you be, don't you have to be somewhere?
He's fine.
Sorry.
What, they're gonna put Danny DeVito in behind him. I know that's not the guy's name's Tommy DeVito, but still, he's fine. That's the most secure QB3 you've ever seen.
Okay, ready? The only thing more sus than kissing your teammate is snitching to HR that your teammate kissed you. I don't know if you've seen these. It's kind of like,
yeah, that's
Christian Wilkins
something.
right there.
That's something.
One sec.
I'm trying so hard to steer you back on the path of nonsense. And
can I give?
You're so obsessed.
One more. It says these two were teammates.
It's true.
Okay. Any other news around the league? I see that Terry Bradshaw and Aaron Rodgers are kind of beefing
again. I mean, they were beefing before he even got to Pittsburgh, so it is what it is.
Yeah. So Steelers fans hate me. I had not a viral video, but my most viewed short on YouTube of all time was a video of Russell Wilson. So Russell Wilson saying Najee Harris instead of Najee, and then a clip of Najee Harris correcting someone that called him Najee. But Steelers fans were like, that's not cool, dude. He's actually really cool. And I was just thinking, I go, just wait till he's not on your team. And now you got the next best thing. You got Aaron Rodgers. You kind of have the exact opposite of Russell Wilson. Probably going to tear his ACL or Achilles or something week 2. But I don't know. I forgot you're in Steelers country. So how's that going around town?
It's people aren't thrilled. I mean, they're trying to spin every little thing into a great Aaron Rodgers moment. It's like, oh, this pass to DK Metcalf went for a touchdown.
Stop.
Yes, that kind of 3 yard, that 3 yard underneath route that nobody
I'm a DK defender.
And yeah, it's congrats. Like, you're going to be catching 5 yard in routes all year, and that's it. So they're trying to spin every little thing Aaron Rodgers does to make him look like prime Green Bay Aaron Rodgers, and that's just not the case. So it's not going over well. Like, people actually want a valid plan at quarterback instead of this sent adrift at sea. Nobody's really seen a lot from Will Howard. Their
I
new
forgot
rookie
that Will Howard's
acquisition.
there.
I like the fit of Will Howard there. I don't like the fact that Aaron Rodgers is his mentor, and I don't see that being very productive for Howard's growth. He was really, really good in college. Trust me, I saw it up close and have regretted every moment. And he can be a really good, solid NFL quarterback, but needs the right training, and I don't know if he's going to get it from Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Have another story ready. Do you have another story ready? Because this one's going to be about 5 seconds long before we go into the next story. Do you have one ready in your head? Let me know when you're ready to talk about something else. Just say ready, because I have something. I have a national story to say, but we have to transition quick. Typing in NFL news right now.
Yes, I'm getting there. Oh yeah. I got one. Yep.
Okay. So it turns out we're not the only white guys that want Washington to change its name back to the Redskins. Okay, let's transition.
What do you want to talk about that a little bit more?
I sure don't. Dude, when I saw that, one second, when I saw that, the first thing I thought of was like,
he watches us. So Trey Hendrickson, now back
today,
and I think that's a big deal. Lots of murmurings in terms of like possible spots he could wind up going eventually, but now he's actually in. Yes, and now he's at Bengals camp. He's made it very clear, though, today he has zero intention on playing with the contract he currently has. He's just in camp. So
then why show up?
Fines.
You think? I guess the Bengals are kind of a poor team, a cash poor team. So maybe they'd actually follow through with the fines. I don't know if you remember us finding Marshawn Lynch for all the days he'd never practiced, but then never actually find him. We just said we were going to. I guess you're right. I guess fines would be really the only reason to go back.
Yep.
Is he doing a hold in? Because Earl
Yes.
Thomas was one of the first people to do that. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. So he's holding in. He joins Micah Parsons as another guy who is holding in.
Which is wild. Micah Parsons' situation is insane.
Yeah. So a lot of guys out there still clamoring for deals. I'm very glad it's on other people's teams and not ours.
What did Jerry Jones say about Micah Parsons again? He's like, listen, we paid the quarterback too much money. All right,
yeah,
he was hurt all last
like, you got to know if he's available. And Micah, if you remember, wasn't available for like 6 weeks, and that wasn't true. He's only out for a month. And
I love it. I love that it's not us. I'm
so glad. Those are the moments that make me thankful for John Schneider, because it's like
not only John Schneider, but just like the ownership group not being like, hey, I'm going to be the general manager as well and have a podcast on Sirius XM every week.
Yeah.
Because Jerry Jones, do you remember when Tony Romo went down? He's like, now Dak isn't really the guy. We're not 100% sure. Just talking about it on his podcast.
Yeah. So those are your two storylines. I gave you two. So
yeah, that's really about it. Probably don't have time for Sporkle today because I freaking dominate Seahawks Sporkle. I don't know if you know this or not. But yeah,
I type really, really well when Joe gives me the right answers.
I love Sporkle, dude. I played one this morning. I got up this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna type in NFL and Sporkle. Press unplayed and see what we got. So, yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? Or are you good?
Tuning in tomorrow night for some football for
Oh,
Hall of Fame
shoot.
game.
Yeah, who's playing?
Chargers
Assuming
and
the Eagles?
Lions.
Oh, the Lions. I thought they always did the Super Bowl champion for some reason. Guess not.
Oh, not the Hall of Fame game. So
No,
they're
that's the
gonna
first
go.
Thursday night of the year, but I always thought they did like the Super Bowl champ for some reason.
So Trey Lance will be starting for the Chargers.
We got to tune in. I did not realize he was a Charger. I
Yep.
thought he was a Cowboy still. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody. We'll be looking at Trey Lance tomorrow for the first time in active gameplay since the Seahawks broke his leg.
Goodness, what a
All
high
right,
note.
All right. Good night, everybody.